So we're going to start seated just as you all are, any way that feels good. You can crisscross your legs or have them out in front. But we're just going to take a moment here to sit up nice and tall. Rest your hands on your legs. We're going to start by taking some deep breaths. So we let any of the tension go from the morning. I know it's always a little chaotic to drive here. There's lots of bikers going on. So feeling that you've made it. And for now, for the next hour, you have nothing else to do, nothing else to worry about except being right here and enjoying this moment within your body. So I want to invite you all to set an intention for our time together. Do this at the start of every class. Just want you to remind yourself how you want to feel at the end. What kind of energy do you want to walk out of here with? Maybe you just want to feel more awake. Less hungover, also valid. Maybe you also want to feel just more calm, more at peace. Maybe there's something that's been bugging you all week that you want to let go of. Maybe you want to feel more confident, more present, more grateful. So whatever your word is, with it in mind, let's bring our hands to heart center with your palms touching. Take the biggest breath in of your morning so far. Nice deep inhale. Try to hold your breath at the top and see if you can fill up with a little bit more air. And then open your mouth, exhale, sigh it out. All right, my friends, when you're ready, let's open up our eyes. I'm going to start with some movement here. So take an inhale, reach your arms up, I'll be your mirror. You're going to bring your right hand behind you, coming into a twist, turning to look over your right shoulder. You can rest your left hand on your knee. And let's go the other way, both arms back through center. And we exhale up and over the other direction, looking over your left shoulder now. Inhale, reach both arms back up. As you exhale, bring your hands to your legs. We're going to start to draw a circle with your upper body. So you're going to kind of bring your rib cage around, forward, to the side, and back, kind of like your sternum, how to stew here with your ribs. And you can add any other movements here that feel good. Take a moment, stretch out your neck. Go the other direction a few times as well. Switch it up. Notice if there's anywhere along your back that feels tight. Anywhere along the movement that feels a little crunchy, maybe slow it down in that space. Just going to start to get warmed up over our backs. Start to build up some heat through the muscles. All right, now come on back through center. We're going to roll ourselves up to all fours. Come on up to hands and knees. And we'll have the hands right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to keep that same circular motion going. So dropping your belly down, take your ribs over to the side. And then round into like an angry cat. Ribs over to the other side and down. Kind of like a barrel roll here with your upper body. And again, if you want to add some other movements, go for it. Do a little side-to-side motion. Stretch out your neck. Go up and down. Just rolling around here. Oh, sorry, friends. And switch directions a couple of times as well. Make sure you go the other way. And make your way back into a nice neutral tabletop. We're going to find just regular cat and cow now. So our belly drops, our head and tailbone lift up. And as you exhale, you're going to push in round into a cat position. We'll just go back and forth between the two. Inhaling down into your cow pose. Exhaling, pushing and rounding into your cat. Again, maybe adding some other movements as they feel good here. Take just a couple more. Start to feel a little bit more connection with your hands. You're spreading through all 10 of your fingers. Then make your way back into a neutral tabletop. We're going to reach our right hand up to the sky. Take a breath in here. Then as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle. This right arm goes underneath your left, and then maybe drop your right shoulder and ear down to the ground, keeping your hips lifted up to the sky. So we want to feel this twist now right at the base of your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath into that space. Try to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Nice, everybody. Slowly unwind, reach your right arm back up to the sky. As you exhale, right hand down, switch sides, taking your left arm up, find your twist. Then we'll thread it through underneath your right arm, dropping your left shoulder, left ear down to the ground. Relaxing a little bit more through your forehead, your jaw. Try to soften the space between your shoulders and ears. Just feeling how lucky we are. It is November. It's like the middle of November and it is beautiful out. I love that it's kind of dry right now. Take a deep breath in. Use that exhale to unwind. Reach your left arm back up to the sky, finding your twist once more. And then exhale both hands down to the ground. We're going to press to our first downward facing dog from here. So maybe take your hands a little bit wider, curl your toes under, and then lift your hips up and back and into that down dog position. So downward facing dog, definitely, it's kind of like a handstand prep. It's a lot on the upper body. I want you to really push the ground away with your hands. Spread your fingers. You want to have a little grip of your index finger at that. And then maybe start to find some movement here. You can bend one knee on the other. Switching your weight side to side. Relaxing your head down, lifting your tailbone up. Try to let gravity assist you here. So we're lengthening out the spine. Usually gravity is pulling down on us, compressing our spine and our vertebrae. So now we're lengthening everything out, getting a little bit more space. You can always set your knees down if you need a modifier. And from here, we're going to look forward at your hands. Step your feet up to a forward fold. So feet up to your hands about hips distance. Bend your knees a lot. Let yourself drape down over your legs. You could just have your hands on the ground. Or if you want here, you could grab opposite elbows. And then a little sway side to side. Again, letting gravity help. If it doesn't feel good to be upside down, you can always support yourself with your hands on your thighs. From here, let's find a halfway lift. You can bring your hands to your shins, lengthen out your legs and your back. Think of like a figure 7. Yeah. Then exhale, bend your knees, fold it down. Reach your arms, come all the way up. Good. Exhale, hands come together, down to your heart. We're going to take a twist over your right shoulder. So let your hips move with you if you'd like. You're going to turn, look as far back behind you as you can. Then maybe your eyes look a little bit further. And then we'll rotate on back through center and up and over to the left. Same thing, letting your hips go with you. Maybe your eyes look a little further. And then come back through center. Inhale, reach both arms up. So you exhale, find your forward fold, bow yourself down. We'll inhale to a halfway lift. Then exhale, fold, hands down, step yourself back to downward facing dog. Excellent. We're going to go through a couple more rounds of this modified sun salutation to build up some heat here. So once again, let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, either step or hop your feet, find your forward fold. We'll inhale to that flat back. Exhale, dive down. Reach your arms all the way up to stand. As you exhale again, hands together, down to your heart. Once again, you twist over to the right, turn to look over your right shoulder. Now we're going to stay looking back behind you, and then open your arms out to a T. So you're looking back now at your right hand with your arms straight. Bring your hands back through center to prayer, come on through, and we'll rotate the other way up and around the left shoulder. And then opening your arms out to straight arms, looking back at your left hand. Try to press your arms back a little bit more, open up through your chest. Yeah, come on back through center, hands to prayer. As we inhale, reach up. Grabbing this beautiful sunlight, exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Then exhale, fold, plant your hands, step yourself back to downward facing dog. All right, crew. One more time. Let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop your feet, find your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, dive it down. Good, reach both arms up, come on up to stand. Hands together, down to your heart. We're gonna add on one more time. I'm just gonna do it with y'all so we don't get confused. So we're gonna rotate over to the right. Open your arms out to your T shape. Yeah, look back at your right hand. Now this right hand is gonna reach up and over towards the ocean as you lean your hips back towards the houses. Yeah, get this nice side stretch underneath your right arm, your shoulder. You can either keep reaching your left hand forward or let it drop, whatever feels better. I kind of like reaching both arms forward. Take one more breath in. Exhale, bring it back down and unwind back through center. Beautiful. Then go the other way, up and around towards the left. We open our arms out to our T shape, looking back at our left hand. Reach it up and over towards the water. Yeah, try to lean back into it. So we're getting the space right underneath the left shoulder that is to the back. Bring both arms back down. Come on around through center. We'll inhale, reach up. As you exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Then exhale, fold, plant your hands down and step back to a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Maybe an open mouth exhale. Now from here, we're going to shift forward into plank pose, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Think straight arms, straight legs. You could totally do this on your knees, and you can also skip it. Just go to child's pose. That's where we're going to head next. In your plank, though, try to embrace it. Lift up out of your shoulders, draw your core in, and reach your legs out nice and long. Now, any stress that's been on your mind, any challenge of the week, try to think of it here and then feel how strong you are. Feel your body. Feel how capable you are of handling any obstacle, including whatever's been on your mind. Got this. We're going to take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, lower your knees down. Let's find your child's pose. You're going to bring your toes together, knees open wide, and then reach your arms forward, pressing your hips back. Maybe rest your forehead down onto your mat. Taking a moment here to stretch out your spine. Try to relax that space between your shoulders, your ears. And then take the deepest breath you can here, maybe so much that you feel almost like your back body is lifting up towards the sky. So you're really inflating your rib cage, breathing in deeply. Exhaling it all out. We'll take one more breath in here. Then we're going to roll all the way back up to all fours to come to lie down in Sphinx pose. So you're going to drop your forearms down, elbows come down, your forearms are going to be parallel, and then lower down so you're resting onto your stomach here. Your legs are going straight back behind you. Start down nice and low, and I want you to completely relax your low back, your legs. Pretend they're even not there, right? So we're not even using the legs at all. You're going to draw your shoulders down your back, pull your heart forward, and then press down into your arms to lift up into a little baby back bend. Yeah, then try to relax your shoulders, open up that space between your collarbones. Taking a nice deep breath here. As you exhale, see if you can maybe lift up just a little hair taller. And then lower yourself all the way down. We're going to lie down on our stomachs. Bring your hands to stack with your elbows out to the side. And then you can rest your forehead down on your hands and try bending your knees, finding a windshield wiper with your legs. So really trying to relax the back here. Let everything soften. And we're going to try a few back strengtheners while we're down. So once again, let's straighten our legs all the way out. You're not going to use them, but we're going to have our hands right underneath our shoulders, coming into baby cobra. So we're going to hover the hands off of the ground. You're not going to use them. Draw your shoulders down, and then using just your back muscles, you're going to lift your chest just a few inches off the ground. Yeah. Think about pulling your elbows back, opening up even more through the collarbones. And then exhale, lower yourself down. Good. Let's try a total of 3, so 2 more. Once again, lengthen through the top of your head, relax your legs, and use everything from your hips up, all those muscles along your spine to lift up. So it's really more about length rather than height. Don't worry how high you're lifting. Exhale, lower down. But you should feel all the muscles in your back starting to fire up. Okay, one more time, find a little bit more length. And use your exhale to lift yourself up. Try to pull your elbows back just 1 more inch. And then we'll exhale, lower down, stack your hands, elbows out to the side. Once again, resting your forehead down, maybe find that windshield wiper, give your back a break. Nice job. All right, we're going to try one more back bend variation here. If you want, you can always do either Sphinx or the baby cobra, but now we're going to try locust pose. So our legs are going to finally get involved with this action. We're going to reach both legs all the way straight. Arms are going to come straight by your sides. Now, traditionally, locust pose is with your hands interlaced like this. I don't find that feels so good usually, but I like to have my hands by my sides. But it's just something to play around with. If you want to interlace, go for it. So we're going to lengthen everything in your body, and then everything is going to lift up your chest, your legs, your arms. Yes, think Superwoman, Superman here. We're flying through the sky. Try to lengthen a little more, lift up a little higher. Hell yeah, and then slowly lower down. All right, we're going to try 2 more, total of 3 with that one as well. So taking a deep breath. Feel length first, and then lift up. Your gaze is probably still going to be down towards the ground. I don't want you to crank your head up. Try to keep your neck long. Maybe your arms lift up, maybe your legs up a little higher. And then slowly lower. Okay, grand finale. Let's take a deep breath. Biggest one yet. Exhaling, lifting everything up. Hold this here. Exhale, lower down. Stack your hands, elbows out to the side. Rest your forehead down. Bend your knees. We're going to start to find that windshield wiper one last time. I was just saying we get a lot of characters out here. Sunset clips. But I'm so happy. We have this beautiful community together. We're all here moving our bodies, doing yoga under the sun. What could be better? All right, we're going to straighten our legs. Bring your hands by your sides. Use your core to lift yourself up and back to child's pose. So we really want to focus on this counter stretch here, lengthening the top of your head forward, your hips back. Get that nice counter stretch after all that back bend work. That should hopefully feel really good to help balance all this time that we spend hunched over things. We're constantly rounded over computers, our phones, even our pets and children. So feeling yourself lengthen out a little bit more here. Nice deep breath. You're more than welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, we're going to make our way back up to our downward facing dog. Slowly rolling up to all fours. Push down through your hands to lift your hips up and down. Really feel that strong connection with your hands. Draw your core in and up so you're also feeling lighter and lighter through your legs. And then try lifting your right leg up into a 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Yes. Now, if you want here, you can find some movement with that right leg. Maybe bend your knees, circle out your ankle, spread your toes. Just kind of shake your leg out however feels good. Yes, cool. Can you lift it up just a little higher? Nice. We're going to look forward. Step that right foot through between your hands. You're coming to warrior 1 position. So your left foot is going to step in a little bit closer so you can set your whole foot down flat. Bend through your right knee and come on up to stand. So warrior 1, it's kind of like a variation on a regular straightforward lunge. But like I said, we want the left foot down. So see if you can walk it in. It's all right if your heel doesn't get all the way to the ground, but I want you to feel that stretch through your ankle, your calf, by pressing down through that back leg. And then reach up really tall here. Take a breath in. One time, we're going to find a hinge forward. So you sweep your arms back, get low, hover your torso over your thigh. Good, and then reach it back up. From here, find cactus arms. You're going to bend your arms to 90-degree angles, and then maybe lean back from your shoulder blades. Open up your heart to look up. Good, reach up to the sky. Now, a little combo of the two. We're going to interlace our hands behind our back. Humble warrior here. You draw your hands down, lean back, find a little back bend. Now, maybe this feels good. You can stay here. If you want more, you're going to lean forward, letting your head drop down, your arms reach up and overhead. You're totally in charge of how low you go, right? So you could always stay more lifted. If you want, you can let yourself come all the way down. Just make sure you're pushing through that right leg. Your heel is your foundation along with your right glute. Go ahead, take one more breath in. Nice choices, everybody. Exhale, release your hands. Come on back up to warrior one. Good. Now from here, we open to warrior two. You're just going to step your left foot back a little bit further. And our right toes are pointing straight ahead to the ocean, but now our left foot's parallel with the back end of your mat. So we're feeling that strength in your arms, strength in your legs, right knee bent, left leg straight. Yeah. And then from here, reach your right arm up and back, reverse warrior. Maybe bend a little more into the right knee, reach a little further through your ribs. Coming into extended side angle, arms out to a T. And then right forearm comes to your thigh, left arm reaches up overhead. Yes. Now lots of options here. If that feels like too much, just come up higher. You can take your right hand onto your thigh. You don't have to drop to your forearm. If you want harder, you just try going down lower. So right hand down to the ground. Or try not to use your right arm at all. So you're going to use your legs, your core. You're just feeling that foundation through the obliques and that right glute especially. Feel length through the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. Then use that exhale to lift yourself back up. Find your warriors. Nice job, yogis. From here, you're going to straighten your arms and legs. Take a deep breath in. And then all you do is rebend your right knee. Come back down into your warrior two. Good job. Let's try that 2 more times. Reaching up, go taller. Exhale. One more. Exhale lower. Good. We're going to straighten our arms and legs. Turn your right toes to face the same direction as your left. And then hinging at your hips, come down into a wide-legged forward fold. You're welcome to bend your knees here as much as you want. We want our feet lined up with each other so they're parallel. And then I usually have my hands on the ground just for extra support. But you could grab opposite elbows. You could also do your shoulder opener, kind of like the humble warrior, interlacing your hands behind your back and then reaching up. Then if it doesn't feel good to be upside down, you can always come back upright. Wherever you're at, the most important thing is to soften into this pose, to try to relax. So letting your head drop down and shake it out a little, yes and no. But lifting the hips. This stretch, our wide-legged forward fold, does a lot. Stretching out our hamstrings, inner thighs, your hips, your low back. Basically the whole shebang. So we want to try to relax as much as you can in it. Maybe shake your head out a little, yes and no, letting go of the tension in your head. Taking one more breath in here. As you exhale, soften your knees. Come all the way back up to stand. Now from here, just turn your right foot back to face the front of your mat. We're going to set up for triangle pose. So our legs stay straight. Reach your arms back to your T position. Now you're going to pull your hips back as you reach your right hand for the water. So really, really reach. And then when you can't go any further, right hand down, left arm up. So we want to think straight arms, straight legs, straight back. Lots of straight lines and triangle, obviously. So I want you to think more length, less tension. And then come back up, keep your legs straight, reach your right arm up and back. This is reverse triangle. Bend your right knee, come back down into our warrior two. We're gonna take one more breath in here. As you exhale, Hands down, frame your foot, step yourself back to your downward facing dog. Nice, yogis. Let's take a big inhale in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Ready for round two? Let's get into it. We're going to lift our left leg up, three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Yes. Now, again, a little freestyle time. You could bend your knee, spread your toes. Sometimes that feels so good on your arches. Maybe circle out your ankles, shake your leg out, however you like. Strong foundation through your hands. All right, we're going to look forward. Step that left foot through between your hands. You've got warrior one. So root down through the left foot. Right foot comes down flat. Then take your time, come on up. This is a nice solid surfer stance here. So our hips are pointing straight ahead. Deep bend of your left knee. Push down through your right heel to that stretch. So we're really feeling both of our feet here gripping the ground. We're going to take a breath in. And then one time you exhale, just hinge it forward. Feel that sweep of your arms all the way back. Then lift yourself back up, come to stand. Good. We find our cactus arms here, bending your elbows. Maybe lean back, maybe your eyes look up, throw off your balance a little bit. And reach your arms back up. Find that humble warrior. So we bring your hands behind you, try the opposite grip, so the other thumb than you normally do. And once again, we're going to draw our hands down, lean back, finding this nice stretch. Feel free to stay here or exhale. Maybe you dive down. Humble warrior. I just love what that name represents, right? We're strong. So one of my favorite sayings is do no harm, but take no shit, right? Feeling that strength and also kindness at the same time. All right, release your hands, come on up, back to stand, warrior one. And we open a warrior two. Just step your right foot back a little further. Opening up your legs a little bit wider. Yes, then maybe bend your left knee here a little deeper. So our left leg's bent, right leg straight, strong arms. Reverse warrior, your left arm reaches up and back to the houses behind you. Okay, now maybe bend a little deeper into your left knee. Reach a little further through your ribs. Beautiful, extended side angle, come back. Left forearm down to your thigh, right arm reaches up overhead to the ocean. Remember, you got options here. Maybe you go down lower. Maybe you come up higher. Maybe just less weight in your left arm. I want you to feel more of that connection through your legs, through your core. Also notice your breath here. If you're starting to hold it, let's make sure we're breathing. Lift yourself back up. Let's find warrior two again. Good job. We're going to reach our arms and legs straight. Take a breath in. As you exhale, re-bend your left knee, sit back down into that warrior two. All right, two more times. Fill up with air. Exhale it out. One more time. Exhale. Okay, we straighten our arms and legs. You're going to turn your left toes to face the same direction as your right. Once again, we hinge forward, coming down into your wide-legged forward fold. Try to soften your head down. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you want. Same options with your hands. They can be down on the ground. Maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe interlacing your hands behind your back. See if you can slow down your breathing a little bit more. I always like to look around when I'm upside down and just notice the trees, the sky, the perspective of the world upside down. I feel like the older we get, the less often we really do that. Look around and just take a sense of awe in nature and all that exists. How beautiful is our world, especially out here at Sunset Cliffs. So just feeling that appreciation. We're also going to take a twist on this side, so bend your knees if you need. Okay, bring both hands down. Soften your knees. Roll yourself all the way back up. Good. Coming to triangle pose, your left foot pivots back to face the front of your mat. Keep your legs straight. Bring your arms back to your T position. Good. Now pull your hips back as you reach your left hand forward. So you find this hinge, and then left hand down, right arm up. Feeling this sense of length and openness. We want to feel expansive. So if you feel it all crunchy, just come up higher. You want a little micro bend in your knees here, so we're not locked out through the legs, but you're actively pushing down through both of your feet to help you get more length through your body. Keep that. Lift yourself up. Reverse triangle. Our legs stay straight. Left arm reaches up and back. Good job. Bend your left knee. Come back down into your warrior two one more time. Yes, deep breath in here. As you exhale, hands come down, frame your foot, step yourself back to your downward facing dog. Nice work, crew. We're going to take an inhale here. Bend your knees, look forward at your hands. As you exhale, either step or hop your feet. Come on up to your forward fold, top of your mat. Yeah, now we're going to take a little twist. So bend your knees, both knees start bent. We're going to try to straighten out our right leg. Left hand comes down right under your nose. And then left knee sits bent. Start to straighten out your right leg and twist to reach your right hand up to the sky. So left knee bent, right leg straight, and right arm up. Yeah, try to lengthen out a little bit more. And switching sides, bend your right knee. Bring your right hand down right under your nose. We'll keep that right knee bent. Start to straighten out your left leg and twist to reach your left arm up. Pulling your left hip back a little bit more so you feel that stretch down the outside of your leg, your T-band. And exhale, bring yourself back down to your fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Reach your arms, come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands together. Exhale down to your heart. Nice work, everybody. Take a little moment to practice tree pose, a little balance challenge here. So our right foot is down on the ground. You've got lots of options. So if you're newer to tree, if you have an injury, if you just want to take it easy, all good. You can stay right here in this kickstand with your left heel lifted, right foot down. If you want more, just take that foot up onto your leg. Now, usually the higher you bring your foot, the harder things get. You just throw off the balance a little bit more. We'll play around with it. Press your foot to your leg back into your foot. And then see if you can stand up taller. And maybe grow your branches. Yeah. So you have a little baby bend in your standing leg, your right knee's bent. Use that to lift up taller. Beautiful trees, everybody. See if you can soften a little bit through your face, your forehead, your jaw. Got this. Try my favorite variation here. It's called fallen tree. We're going to bring our left hand down, reaching the right arm up and over towards the side. If you fall, it's all good. That's the name of the pose, so go for it. Challenge yourself. Play around a little bit. And exhale, release. Good job. Maybe shake that out. And let's try round two. Let's see if the left leg is feeling a little bit more stable. So we'll have our left foot down, our right heel lifts. You could stay here. Maybe your foot up onto your leg. Maybe up a little higher. But now it's going to help you to find something in front of you, one spot to look at that's not moving. Focus your gaze on that spot and then maybe reach your arms up. Yes. So with yoga, we always want to feel a sense of length and growing taller. So you're pushing down through the left foot to lift up through the top of your head. Maybe your tree starts to fall, right hand down, left arm up and over. Yes, maybe reach a little further. There you go. And exhale, release. Good job, shake that out as well. Okay, friends, bring your feet to about hips distance. You're going to sit down into a chair pose. So we pull our hips back, bend your knees, get low into a squat. Your weight is back into your heels, back into your glutes, and we're keeping our spine nice and long. Now we're just gonna move the arms here, so we're gonna take them back as you breathe in. Exhale, reach them up over. 2 more times like that. Back and forward. Beautiful. 1 more time. So lift up, deep breath in. As you exhale, find your forward fold, dive all the way down. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands down. Step back to downward facing neutral. Up here, we're going to shift forward, finding your second plank of the day. It's also your last, so we're only doing 2. If you want to enjoy the plank, enjoy it. Otherwise, we're going to be in our child's pose. In the plank, straight arms, straight legs. Feel lighter through your shoulders, almost like you're being lifted up towards the sky. Use your core to pull up away from the ground, feeling your strength. We'll take 1 more breath in. Good work. Lowering your knees down when you're ready. Let's find our child's pose. Toes together, knees wide, taking a breather. If you haven't grabbed the water yet, I encourage it. It's getting hot out here. And once again, just taking a moment to notice how your breathing is. Our breath is something we so easily take for granted. We assume it's working great because it's mostly automatic. It's one of the only systems in our body that we can really control and have it go automatically at the same time. So we usually are breathing a little bit more shallow than we want to be. We'll find a couple of slower, deeper, more intentional breaths here. Feeling yourself start to soften. This week has been an interesting one energetically. It's always a little weird with daylight savings time. I don't know about you, but I'm waking up really early now and I don't like it. I'm not a morning person. But 6 a.m. is here and the sun is here, so we are up. But I've been trying to just really embrace the new sense of change, the new season, all of the shifts, because it also gives us a moment to reflect, to check in, and to remember that we're all going through seasons. Every phase of our life is temporary. The thing that I like about winter is all of the energy of the plants, the trees, as they lose their leaves, hold their energy down in their roots. It's really a process of rebirth, of getting ready to come back in the spring even stronger. And it's the same for us whenever we're going through a harder time. It's just an opportunity for us to re-emerge, to keep growing stronger and stronger. As we do that, we also start to appreciate the richness of life. When you know hardship, it gives us more perspective to appreciate when things are good. So just feeling this beautiful moment. We got a butterfly flying over you guys. The sun, the birds, the sea. We're going to try 1 more quick little standing series. And then we're going to start to slow things down even more. So when y'all are ready, we're going to make our way back up to all fours. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Please take your time. From here, let's take an inhale, bend your knees, look forward at your hands. And exhale, step your feet, come on up to forward fold. We're going to inhale here to a flat back. And then exhale, fold it down. All right, we're trying pyramid pose. It's going to be a nice stretch for your hamstrings here. So all we're going to do is step the left foot back, about 2 feet or so. And you're going to have your foot down nice and flat, just like we did in Warrior One. So we want both feet down flat, and then you're going to fold forward over your right leg. Now with the pyramid, the goal is to get both of our legs straight as you fold, but obviously that's just like a goal. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need. I want you to feel the stretch through the back of the right leg. So you can always step your left foot back to get a little deeper into it. You can relax your head down more. Wherever you're at, try to soften your upper body. So relax your head. Now push down through your right heel while you're lifting your right hip up and back. So it's kind of like you're growing your leg in 2 directions. Pushing down while pulling up, and you're going to feel a little deeper stretch that way. Now you're more than welcome to stay right here if you're loving this. If you want to try a little twist, bend your knee if you need. We're going to bring our left hand down to the left of your right foot, and then twist, try reaching your right arm up to the sky. Now this is called revolved triangle. Not an easy twist, so don't worry about looking up. Just focus on rotating right shoulder over your left, pulling the right hip back. Good, and then bring both hands down to the earth. You're going to step your left foot up to meet your right. Take a moment, bend your knees. Yourself relax here. And switching sides, we'll step our right foot back now. Just a couple of feet, no exact science to it, but I want both of your feet down flat. Your right foot is turned out slightly to the right. And then start to fold forward over your left leg. Good, a little micro bend of your left knee. Relax your neck down, maybe shake it out a little bit. You're pushing down through your left foot to pull your left hip back behind you. So you're going to feel a little achy sensation down the left side of your leg. That's totally normal. We're releasing your IT band a bit here as well, along with stretching out your hamstrings. Try to feel yourself melting down as you breathe here. Again, if you're comfortable, you want to stay here, great. If you want to try a twist, right hand comes down to the right of your left foot. I always like to make a fist with my hand. I find that's easier on my wrist. And then maybe twist to reach your left arm up to the sky. You're pulling your left hip back. Beautiful job, you guys. Take another breath in. Exhale, both hands down. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Find your forward fold. Okay, hamstrings are fired up, right? This is our grand finale here. Nothing too crazy, but we're going to try standing splits. So it sounds scarier than it is. Don't worry. Bend your knees. Hands come down to the ground. Now we're going to try lengthening your left leg back behind you. You could always keep it down on the ground, or you try lifting it up. Now, how high you lift it up, totally up to you. I honestly can't lift it up more than like 90 degrees. So it's all good. It's not about the height. It's about the work through the left glute and your right. So you want a little tiny bend of your right. Try to keep both hips squared down to the ground, and then try lifting your left leg up against that. Oh yeah. Try to point and flex your foot, maybe lift up a little higher. We're going to take one more breath in. You guys look amazing. And then exhale both feet down to the ground. Okay, let's try round 2. Maybe a little micro bend of your left knee. You're going to lengthen your right leg back behind you. You can always keep your toes down, or you're going to try lifting it up. And think more length through your legs rather than worrying about height. Relax your head down. Square both hips down to the ground, so both hip joints are pointing straight down. And squeeze your right glute to lift up a little higher. Yes, a lot of work through the legs, yeah. You're doing so good. Take one more breath in. Exhale, we find that forward fold. You made it. Bring your hands to your shins, find a flat back. Exhale, fold it down. Last time here, come all the way up to stand, reaching your arms up. Grab a hold of your right wrist. Take a side reach up and over, rotating your heart to look up towards the sky, breathing into your ribs. Back through center, Exhale, we go up and over the other way. You have made it through the hard stuff. It's time to slow things down. So one more time, reach. And we exhale, find that forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold, planting your hands, step back to downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, we're gonna lower our knees down, finding your child's pose. Last time here, toes together, knees wide. Feeling that stretch of your spine. Good work. All right, crew, it's time to lie down. We have had all of the so much enthusiasm for yoga. Come on up. He comes every time though. We do know him. All right. He's my favorite. We're gonna bring our feet forward. We're gonna scoot forward. Make sure you have plenty of mat behind you because we're gonna lie all the way down here, hugging your knees into your chest. And we're just gonna start by finding a rock side to side. Well-deserved rest time. Just make sure your space feels good underneath you. Rolling it out. Beautiful. We're going to take a figure four stretch here. So set both of your feet down onto the earth. And then flex your right foot. You're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Then you could stay right here or thread your arms through. You're going to grab onto your left hamstrings and gently pull this shape in closer. Now in this position, you want to relax your head, relax your tailbone down, let yourself soften. You might enjoy finding a rock side to side. As you lean over to the right, to the left, it actually changes the stretch and how you feel it. So finding that position that feels best for you, maybe pausing there, feeling that stretch in the outer right hip. Switch out your legs here. We'll set the right foot down onto the ground. Flexing your left foot, cross your left ankle over the right knee. Again, you can stay right here or thread your arms through, grabbing onto the right hamstrings, gently pulling this shape in closer. Try to keep your head down, your tailbone down. Maybe start to find a gentle rock side to side. And again, notice your breathing here. You deepen it, start to slow it down. Coming back through center, we'll bring both knees into your chest. You're going to take a nice, easy, lazy twist here. So we're going to keep our legs bent to 90. You can reach your arms out to the sides, either straight or feel free to bend them like your cactus. But we're going to let both of our knees fall over towards the left side. So you let your left leg fall, right leg lands on top of it. Wherever they land is fine. Your legs don't need to stack or anything. And then maybe turn your head to look over towards the right. You're feeling that stretch all the way down the side body. Taking a deep breath in. Using your exhale to soften a little more. Bring your right leg up and then follow it with your left. Nice, and we'll take that twist up and over the other direction. Bringing your right leg down, then left leg stacks on top. And then maybe turn your head to look over towards your left hand. Again, trying to keep your shoulders soft. Feeling the stretch all the way from your left shoulder down to the ribs, side body here. A deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift up the left leg, the right leg, coming back through center. One last time, hugging both knees into your chest. Maybe find a little rock side to side or roll it around. Getting out any last movements your body's asking for. If you want to do any last stretches, any other poses, a little happy baby, maybe legs straight up. And then when you're ready, best pose of all, you're going to lie down for Shavasana. So we're going to lie down with our arms and legs outstretched. Traditionally, it's everything nice and straight, but you're more than welcome to have your knees bent. You can also roll over to one side or even sit up for this time. My hope for you for these next few minutes is to just fully relax. So you have nothing to do, nothing to worry about. I got you. Letting your eyes close. Start to feel your body sinking down nice and heavy to the ground. And tuning your attention back to the sounds of the ocean waves. Our own amazing natural soundscape here. It's so easy to take all that we have for granted, but really feeling the beauty of this moment. Feeling that gratitude. I'll let you know when it's time to get up. So for now, enjoy your Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breathing. This beautiful day, start to add some movement in your fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. Back to the intention that you set at the start. Just remind yourself how you want to feel heading into the rest of this day, this weekend. Start to call that energy in as you take some deep breaths. And take your time. We're going to make our way up to any seated position that feels good. So slowly lower the one side, prop yourself up. And we're going to end right here with our eyes closed, bringing our hands to heart center one last time. Thank yourself for taking the time to come out here. I know it's not easy to motivate yourself to do something on a Saturday morning, but you did it. You got yourself here, you moved your body, you got your sunlight, your ocean. So much accomplished already, and it's only 10 p.m. So feel proud of yourselves. Thank yourself for being here. We're all going to take one final really big inhale in through your nose. Deepest breath so far. Try to hold that at the top. And then maybe fill up with a little bit more air. And open your mouth, exhale, let's sigh it out. Ready for the beautiful rest of your weekend. Go ahead, open up your eyes. Thank you, Yogi, so much. I appreciate you all. You did amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good work, crew.